Well, hey Leo, it's fixed sign weekend, and that means you. And we're going to ask about relationships. Just want to tell you a couple things out front here. One, I'm growing my channel, so if you like what's going on here, please subscribe. If you want to support the channel, liking and commenting supposedly helps. I like your comments. And I am willing to do personal readings right now. So I'll put information about that below this video. But let's get into your relationship reading, Leo. We're going to pull a card that gives us a sense of what this is about, and then we'll ask some questions and see what's going on for you. Okay, for Leo, relationship that is over, finality, 10 of Swords, ouch. Doesn't feel good. The swords or arrows in this deck are your mind. And it has been stabbed 10 times. It's over. Whatever it is, it's over. I swear I've been seeing this in your readings every month, and I'm sorry, Leo, that I keep harping on something that's over. The good news is, once you reach this painful ending, you get up and you walk towards the new beginning. So whatever is over, let's find out. It doesn't have to be, it doesn't have to be your relationship, and then there's the lovers. So that can also mean a choice. And then you get strength. So there is such an interesting thing about this strength card. Because the strength card usually has like a beautiful woman calming the lion or the beast here, which is this, obviously this slathering grizzly. We see the snakes wrapping around the bear's feet. A rattlesnake, though. This feels like violence instead of what it usually is about, which is calming violence. So there's something that's over, a relationship. And it's one that has felt really, really powerful, the lovers. There's something in it that's the strength card. It's one of your cards, Leo. So there's something about this relationship. And the lovers is sometimes read as like a difficult relationship, like a twin flame one, where you're so matched in all of your broken ways as well as all of your beautiful ways. It's also often read as like, and I think this image speaks to this, that there is the potential to ascend together, to rise to your highest self. And that's what the strength card is actually supposed to be about. So, I mean, we'll pull more cards to look at this, but like right out the gate here, there is something happening here where, oh yeah, and I'm seeing, so like, if we look at these two images, so we see this invitation to rise to your highest self together. This is like sublimate your animal lust, your devil stuff. This is about the opposite of the devil. This is the animal violence, which I always struggle with because representing human violence with animals seems, problematic. But anyway, there's no doubt nature is wild, and that death is a part of nature, and so is violence. But let's question that a little bit, right? Let's not give ourselves permission to be violent just because it's natural. So I see these birds here as the aspiration, represented usually by the feminine woman or a rose in the lion's mouth or something in the strength card. So what it looks like is that this connection is bringing out the worst in somebody, and you know it. And it's almost like, and I've just been seeing this month after month after month, Leo. And it could be like a job, it could be a love relationship. It's something very, very captivating to you and hard for you to um, it's hard for you to let go of. The Lovers is. As hard as it is to choose it, once you choose it, and Leo, you're a fixed sign, it's hard to quit it. And I guess I think it's not bringing out the best in you. But let's keep looking here. You're not looking good, my dear. But we know. So, yeah, like, I'm thinking about my Leos, like my mom. I see this. I could see what this could be about. I could see my brother-in-law. I could see what this could be about. Yeah. So I've been seeing, like, you're almost there. You're almost finished with something. Maybe we can think about it that way. Okay. Well, let's look. We're gonna ask what you need to release. You can embrace what you've learned in the past 6 months, what's hidden from you, and what the future will hold, and then we'll clarify it. All right, Leo, baby. So, you can release being the fool. The faith-based living that you've been doing. Just risking wonderful energy, the fool. Optimistic. Other people are like, what are you doing? But you're like, I've got this. The divine is with me. I'll be, I'll step off the cliff and there'll be something there to catch me. It's a beautiful energy. So it may be just time to move forward from that. Let's see. What shall Leo embrace? Wow, the womb. This is a card in this deck that is not in most decks. This is a little resting place that you get to go between life cycles. You just go back in the womb and you just relax. You're just held here. That's lovely. Embrace that. It's like you've been charging forth and now you get to rest. Go to the beach. Take a vacation. All right, what have you learned in the past 6 months? So you've been stuck here and you've learned to see things in a new way. That's what the Hangman is about. That's what you've been doing. It's been like, when is this going to change? I'm stuck. I feel stuck. When am I going to get to move forward with this? When is this going to resolve? And the reason why you're stuck is until you see it in a new way. Like, you got to revise it. You got to see it upside down. You're going to be stuck. Okay. What's hidden? Yay, there's a party. There's true heart people and friendship and reconciliation. So this is something you're not seeing. Beautiful. I want you to see that. So you're not alone, right? Because we can see, release this charging out all alone, and then you're not seeing the other people that care about the same thing. Something like that. We'll clarify. The future. Where do we see Leo in the future? Wow. There you are. Wise, grounded. You have the truth. You know how to use it. Very beautiful. I love the King of Swords. Beautiful. Just, you're tired. It's hard to know all this wisdom that you have. But we see you ahead wiser for this struggle. Lovely. He's like levitating the sword. The truth is just like, it's not even hard for him to hold this truth. He's not holding it, it's just levitating. He's very comfortable and at peace and grounded. Lovely. I see relaxation for you in the future, Leo, and friendship. But you're in a struggle. And it's a decision. It's always coming in. The Lovers is a decision, so it doesn't have to be like your love relationship. There's a dilemma, though. And it's not feeling like you're being your best self in it, even though Strength card is normally very much about that, just not in this deck. Okay, underlying energy. More kingly energy. So this is you being like you're caring for a kingdom. You're not really talking about your feelings because you care about everybody else in your kingdom. but you know how you feel. And that's okay that you're not talking about it. That's just how the King of Cups is. He's kind of private. All right. Well, it's a lovely, kingly. There's a lot of maturity here, Leos. Okay. So let's clarify. The Fool. This is what you... So the Fool's a young energy, and we see you in the future with these two kings, like very mature energy. So 10 of Swords will do that to you. Okay, the Fool. Yes, you're walking away from something that you need to walk away from. 8 of Cups. Discontent. Yeah, more discontent. These are your feelings, your disappointments. And, Magician. So, I love this card. It's just beautiful. The Magician is about, knowing that you have all the tools and you can make the world that you want to live in and you can manifest. It's kind of a raw, magical power. And on the table here, there's all this stuff that you're walking away from. And then you're turning all that power and wisdom ahead on the table towards what? The next thing, okay? The next thing is this. Embrace the womb, the rest. Go down in the water, hear your heartbeat in your ears. Can hear that heartbeat sound. Yeah. Okay. There's a tower. A surprise, a shock. Okay. So that's a part of why you need to rest. There's the Father of Cups. It's the same energy here. This tower is what you're feeling. You have feelings about. You're not really talking about that. Emotional. And then, yay, happiness. So something happened in you. You took your feelings and you went away from it. And what I see is like the Father of Cups as this black swan. It's like there's a dark feeling. But when you embrace this womb, so it's like leaving. I guess I'm thinking about my brother-in-law who's a firefighter. And so this tower, it's making me think about that, a surprise. And then you're all sooty after it, you're dirty. And I would think of my mom too, laundry doesn't get clean. And you've been doing a project, Mom, about that with helping homeless people get their clothes washed. So a shock happened, and then it is kind of, it had an effect on you, a darkness came into you, because towers aren't comfortable. But we see that ahead is beautiful justice and generosity, and rest, because you're in the womb. You're just feeling. You're deep in your feels. You're processing this. So it says embrace this. Embrace all of the feelings and know them and be wise with them. Because ultimately, that's what the King of Swords is. That the King of Swords has processed the emotional effects of the truth, and that's the wisdom that I always see in that King of Swords. So this is what you've learned in the past 6 months. You've had to change your perspective. You maybe felt kind of stuck in this relationship. It feels like it could be any kind of relationship. It can be anything personal, career, volunteer, community, individual, friendship, anything like that. Okay. So there's been some struggle in the past 6 months. It feels like you're never going to get there. 9 steps here. It's the 9 of Wands. There's 10, and then you get to put the burden down. Okay. There's finality, the 10 of Swords. It's the same. You've learned this is over. The thing about the 10 of Wands versus the 10 of Swords, because you have a 9 Wands then into a Ten of Swords. The Ten of Wands is like, ugh, I finished this, I completed it, I can put the burden down. Ten of Swords it hurts. It feels very painful. And then there's the Fool. All right, so then this is where you end up, like, this is what right, we've seen this is what you need to release. It's like a new beginning. So you need to release a new beginning. Okay? The Fool. Something is over. Oh, I see. Okay, you're in the Hanged One. You learned that this struggle, this painful ending, it actually also means you're as free as the Fool and you get to have a new beginning. Okay. All right. So what's hidden from you is all these heart people, these friends, and reconciliation. So let's see about that. You intuitively do know this. Beautiful. The High Priestess. This is the secret that you... Oh, there's anxiety. Okay, your anxiety blocks your knowing this and trusting in this. The Emperor. Structural power. So what's hidden from you? Yeah, so you know this. All these other people care. What this comes in for me is like, you've been feeling like the only one, that you're all alone doing this. Like, that's what the Fool means to me, is like, you're all alone and you're just a little powerless, cute little duckling. But then it says, actually, you're this. You can, but it doesn't tell you to fix this. It actually says rest, because there's all these other people that can do it. And you know that. But you are standing alone. You feel alone. So the fact that you feel alone, that you're the only person that can do it, is the conscious thought. The unconscious thought, the one the High Priestess represents here, is that there's other people that care about the same thing that you care about. And so therefore, it's going to be okay, right? And you can sit with this truth. We see you sitting with this truth in the future. So let's see. There's your Lovers. Popped out. That's your choice. This is the decision. Okay. All right. There is a feeling of being trapped. I really have the feeling like I don't want to show you a card, but I do. The Devil. So the future still has you feeling a lot of pain and thoughts and discomfort, and like you feel bad about yourself somehow in the future. Yeah, that's why I didn't want to show you that. You're kind of you're grounding yourself in that, but like, so like this decision is blocked by your mind, right? And it has to do with like this tricky guy who always tells you, you can't, it's your fault. You blew it. The Strength card here, actually, this is how you should respond to that sneaky little goat. Just eat it. Strength is not usually violent, but it isn't this. It's very powerful. Like, this card is the card that beats the devil. Okay, so we have the Lovers here, right? Twice. And so the King of Swords is sitting with the facts, with the truth. And yeah, you do have strength. You, Leo, are represented by the Strength card in this reading. That's your card. Um, there's a lot of emperor, leader, king energy here. So what I'm feeling is there's a sense of responsibility that's the source of your self-defeating thoughts. You're actually being told to be like this and just relax. And I see it's actually against your nature. Um, your head trip is pretty heavy here. Um, so I'm sorry that's not a happier feeling yet, but it will change. It's going to keep on going. There's going to be more and more information until you get through and you punch through, and whatever this is, it needs to end. You need to let it go. And you're not going to agree with me. You're actually going to not let it go, is what I think. And you might be right. This is just a tarot. I'm just a tarot reader. It's a very, very powerful responsibility, and you feel like you're the only one that can do it. So that's where we are. And we'll keep on looking, Leo, as we keep on trucking through time. Yeah, this is a big thing that is over. And but how is it over? You know? How is it over? The problem is your mind. And your mind is the swords, and it's uncomfortable, right? Because we've got the discomfort here in so many ways. I mean, there's so much discomfort of your mind that is your mind in your mind. On the bottom of the deck is one card. It is the World. It says a cycle is ended. Trust. You are complete. You have everything that you need. You are whole. And when something ends, something new does begin. And you're thinking about that, you know. Don't worry about that. Rest first, okay? There will be something new. But the cards are sweetly telling you this is big. This is the World. It's like a major arcana big. So don't forget to rest. Because it sounds like rest, restoration, getting to this feeling is going to be important to work through this future head shit. Okay. All right, Leo, do let me know. I love to know what you think of these readings, however you tell me. All right. Have a beautiful day.